All right, hey everybody, good morning and welcome back to another episode of Multifamily Mondays. Today, I just wanted to kind of shift gears a little bit with my business and what I'm doing personally. Right now, multifamily properties are still by far my favorite asset class for long-term holds, cash flow appreciation, writing off the depreciation, cost segregation, writing off the interest expense, 1031s, all that stuff. However, what I'm started focusing on now is vacant land deals, and I'll tell you why. Vacant land deals are usually pretty small, particularly if it's just one buildable lot or so. Florida in general has attracted a ton of attention for people moving down here and for people that want to lock in a spot, and materials, labor, things like that have actually started to dip back down when we were facing even more severe supply shortages a year ago. That said, the southwest of Florida is very underdeveloped, comparatively speaking, to the East Coast. And it has a lot of attention on it right now with more people, in Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, Bradenton area. And then south of that, the metro really starts to drop off. Then you get Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, Northport. Those three areas right there, I believe, are poised for a big developer boom. And there is a tremendous amount of activity over there right now. I've sold a lot over there to a good friend of mine. He's actually going to be building a triplex short-term rental on that property. No HOA, it's right on the water, golf access. And we got that for $50,000. And that one, I believe, has about a third of an acre. So that right there, I think you can build up to like 9 units per acre or 10 units per acre. That's why he's building that triplex. And that's why we chose that lot in general. But this is what I'm getting at, and why I'm choosing vacant land over multifamily temporarily is because the vacant land deals, buyers are going to have to buy them more than likely with cash because banks are going to lend on them unless you're doing a construction loan or something like that. So when buyers are buying them with cash, it creates a really good opportunity for closing, doing double closings, things like that. So I'm gonna buy them myself, and a lot of people in that area in general were buying big bundles of these properties back in 2013, 2014, 2015. After skip tracing leads and everything like that over there for literally the last week, I've got probably close to 700 leads there now, and I'm not only finding the active buyers in that market, I'm finding the active sellers as well. And I'm going through every single one of these properties, tax record histories to find out if it was wholesaled. So now I know all the big wholesalers in this area as well. And when I found out that a property was wholesaled and a buyer is buying wholesale deals there, I know they're probably gonna buy my deals too. That being said, I get a piece of contract under a piece of property under contract, let's call it a fourth of an acre, and I get this thing under contract for $10,000. Now, like I said, people are buying groups of these properties back in 2013, 14, when they're doing a lot of debt restructuring and things like that. Seeing a lot of sales from the county, just liens, issues, stuff like that, pre-foreclosures, REOs, all different kinds of stuff, and people are getting these properties for like $3,500. And if I give them $10,000, they're more than doubling their money, almost triple. And basically, I'm gonna turn around. Market rate for something like that over there right now is about $22,000. A lot of active properties on the market for that $20,000 to $22,000 range. Now, anything below $20,000, and it's selling like that. In most cases, in most areas over there, as long as it has a road, there's areas where it looks like it could be a neighborhood. It's all parceled out like that, but literally the main street isn't even paved. So there's still a lot of development out there to be had. Anyway, so I give them $10,000, they 2.5x their money, and I turn around and I sell it for $16,000, $17,000, and I'm making $5,000 to $7,000 in a month. And because this is a cash transaction, there's no appraisal contingency, there's none of that. You don't have those issues. And for people to be buying parcels of land for under 50,000, 40 or 50,000, is really, really preferable. And you're still in a tropical location. There's still a ton of development going on over there right now. And I think it's the best kept secret on the southwest coast of Florida. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these deals. I'm gonna be sending out campaign letters, basically through a little bit of a proprietary process that I came up with, but I'll be sending those out and hopefully getting about 5 to 10 properties under contract per month. And so as we keep moving forward, I'm going to be bringing on a transaction coordinator. I'm going to be bringing on more people to help me make calls. And then ultimately going to roll all of those profits into multifamily deals. So the other thing is, if we can do a big deal, I have some private lenders lined up where I can go close on it myself, subdivide it or parcel it out, sell a piece of it for basically what I bought it for. I break even or even make a little bit of money, and then I have a portion of land for myself set aside as well. So I'm looking for those kind of deals, and I'm fully intend to go out there and do a lot of those. So that's going to be my focus for about the next 5 or 6 months, and just see how many of those land deals that I can do. And then I'm going to roll all those profits into multifamily, triple net properties, and multifamily, obviously. So anyway, that all being said, a couple other things in the works right now. I'm working on a large BBF deal. And so for those of you who don't know what BBF is, it's Business Brokers of Florida. And so it's doing business valuations. This right here is about 96 pages worth of balance sheets, tax returns, forecasts, leases, things like that. And so you compile all of that together, and then you come up with your valuation. And usually, most times, back of the napkin math, it's going to be a multiple of the NOI. And so right now, that's kind of what we're trying to determine. Still waiting on a couple other things there for that, but that's what I'm working on. I'm also going to be listing a medical office building for lease, although I think they may look at an offer should one be submitted for purchase as well. It's right off 4th Street, 5,600 square feet. As of right now, there is 11 test rooms, or patient rooms, and one of them actually has lead walls, so you can do x-rays there. And in addition to that, I believe it has 2 or 3 offices. It has a lobby, it has a break room, and it's got a bunch of other stuff in there. So that property, it's in a great location, 5,600 square feet. It's actually almost a little too much square feet for some operators that have already looked at it. To my knowledge, this is off market right now. So we're probably going to go ahead and do the off market listing for a month, and then from there we'll put it on market and see how things are looking. So that is about everything that we've got going on right now on the real estate side of things, but stay tuned for more, and we'll talk soon.